My name's Jo Reid. I'm a chartered financial planner and I specialise in retirement planning. The retirement ecosystem can be a daunting prospect, but that's where my expertise can help. I'm a specialist in pensions, equity release, long-term care and inheritance tax planning. The retirement coach is much like a fitness coach in that we work on a 6-stage process. The 6 stages being the first, which is coaching, the second, which is counselling, the third is planning, the fourth will be investment management, the fifth will be implementation, and the sixth will be a review. It sounds quite a lengthy process, but if I use a sporting analogy, I play quite a lot of hockey myself. And each year I have to go through the same 6-stage process in a hockey capacity. The first will be, what are my goals? And generally my goals will be to play for as long as I can at the highest standard possible. We'll then look at challenging those goals and, are they right? Are they achievable? Are they realistic? The third will be trying to work out what my options are. What do I do in pre-season? How do I stay injury free? You then move to implementation and actually start to do the do. And then finally, it's all about tweaking and refining and reviewing your program effectively to achieve your original goal, which for me was to play for as long as possible. So if I try and translate that across to retirement and retirement planning, which is probably the area that you're going to be keen to work with me on, we'll look at it in more detail. So again, you've got stage 1, which is, that's the coaching stage. So in a retirement environment, that really means gather your thoughts. Start to think about, when do you want to retire? How much income do you need? How much capital do you need? What do you want from your retirement? Do you want to travel? Do you want to support your children? Do you want to look after your grandchildren? All of those things will be important when you move into stage 2, which is the counselling stage, which again, some people use the word counselling. I think it's quite daunting. But in simple terms, again, all that means is that I'm going to be challenging your thoughts to say, is that achievable? Is that realistic? And then when we've agreed that the goals match the realistic elements of what you've built up, we move into stage 3. And this is all around planning. So we look at your options. And again, retirement has become a really complex arena. There are over a dozen options for you. I do have a guide that you can download that give you some examples of that. But it really is, as I say, complex. So we walk through planning, we look at your existing assets and how we can use those to achieve whatever your retirement goal is. We then move into stage 4, which is investment management. And again, most people are familiar with what's happened in the world over the last 5 years. Investing, the ups and downs. So it really is vital that you get that part right and that you take reasonable risk to match, again, your goals and objectives in retirement. We then move into implementation, which is the do effectively. So we'll restructure what you've built and we will look to make it work as hard as it can for you. Again, back to achieving your goal, which, examples of client goals may be, as I say, I've got people that want to travel to New Zealand to visit family, people that want to leave a bequest value, so they actually leave money to their children. And then the final stage, which is the most important stage, and this is the stage that most people actually forget and don't do enough of, is review. Review. You may have put the plan in place, but it doesn't mean that it's going to stay the right plan for the entirety of your retirement. So it's important to remember that retirement is a journey, not an event, and so it does need to be looked at on a regular basis. So what you need to do now is engage with an advisor, engage with the retirement coach. We have a guide to how we work with clients that you can download from the website. And remember, by engaging with the retirement coach, hopefully your retirement will be the longest holiday of your life. I'm passionate about financial services, mainly because the whole education piece out there is poor for clients. It's so complex, and what I enjoy most is actually engaging with the client, not in a one transaction environment, but actually to work with the clients for 5, 10, 15 years, and then work with their children post that. So it's all about client education for me and making sure that client gets the most out of their retirement.